Hello children. So in the previous video I completed the explanation part for lesson number 7, getting to know plants. So today we will be writing the TB exercises. Okay, so take out your classworks. Write the date, take a fresh page, write the date and day and write the topic, lesson number 7, getting to know plants. Also mention this in your index column, children. So start with the keywords first. Okay, write down keywords. The first one is climbers. C-L-I-M-B-E-R-S. Second is conduct. C-O-N-D-U-C-T. Conduct. Third is creepers. C-R-E-E-P-E-R-S. Fourth is fibrous root. F-I-B-R-O-U-S-R-O-O-T. Fifth is herbs. H-E-R-B-S. Sixth is lamina. L-A-M-I-N-A. Seventh is lateral roots. L-A-T-E-R-A-L-R-O-O-T-S. Eighth is mid-rib. M-I-D-R-I-B. Ninth is ovule. O-V-U-L-E. Tenth one is parallel venation. P-A-R-A-L-L-E-L-V-E-N-A-T-I-O-N. 11th is petal. P-E-T-A-L. 12th is petiole. P-E-T-I-O-L-E. 13th is photosynthesis. P-H-O-T-O-S-Y-N-T-H-E-S-I-S. 14th is pistil. P-I-S-T-I-L. Pistil. 15th is reticulate venation. R-E-T-I-C-U-L-A-T-E. Reticulate venation. V-E-N-A-T-I-O-N. 16th is sepal. S-E-P-A-L. 17th is shrubs. S-H-R-U-B-S. 18th is stamen. S-T-A-M-E-N. 19th is taproot. T-A-P-R-O-O-T. 20th is transpiration. T-R-A, this is A. T-R-A-N-S-P-I-R-A-T-I-O-N. Transpiration. 21st is trees. T-R-E-E-S. 22nd, veins. V-E-I-N-S. 23rd, anther. A-N-T-H-E-R. 24th is style. S-T-Y-L-E. 25th is stigma. S-T-I-G-M-A. 26th is filament. F-I-L-A-M-E-N-T. Filament. So there are 26 keywords. Please take it down, children, without any mistakes. Writing the keywords, please start with the TB exercises. The first question is correct the following statements and rewrite them in your notebook. That means they have given the wrong statements to us and we have to write down the correct statements in the classwork. So the first one, stem absorbs water and minerals from the soil. So what is the correct answer? It is the roots. Roots absorbs water and minerals from the soil. Next question, leaves hold the plant upright. So the correct answer is roots hold the plant upright. Next question, roots conduct water to leaves. The correct answer is stem conducts water to leaves. Next question. The number of sepals and petals in a flower is always equal. So it is usually equal, not always. So we will write down as the number of sepals and petals in a flower is usually equal, not always, usually equal. Okay, so the next question is to draw the diagram for leaf, taproot and flower. So children, this is the diagram for leaf. So you have to label them properly. So this is the lamina. The whole big area is the lamina. The stalk part is the petiole. These are the veins inside. And the middle part, which is the thicker vein, is the midrib. Okay. Next is taproot. This is the main root, that is a primary root. Okay, and these are the lateral roots arising from the primary root. Next, flower. So these are the petals. The pink one are the petals of flower. And this green small leaf kind of structure is the sepal. Okay, and this stalk of the flower we call as pedicel. Now in the center we have a female organ, that is the pistil or carpel we call it as. So the carpel is divided into the flask-like structure, bulge structure is ovary, the tube-like structure is style, while this part is the stigma which traps the pollen grains. Now the yellow part, what you can see is the main organ, that is the stamen. So stamen has the long filament-like structure is the filament. This part, the yellow circular kind of oval shape here, you can see this is the anther which holds the pollen grains. Okay, so you have to write down neatly and color your diagrams so that it will look attractive as well as you can identify and distinguish between the parts. Okay children, now let us write down the third question. That is, can you find a plant in your house or in your neighborhood which has a long but weak stem? Write its name in which category you would classify it. So you have to write about a plant. Write the name of a plant which has a weak stem. And which category does it belong, children? It belongs to climber. So with the help of a support, it can grow very well. Okay. So that means any plant, children, which you remember. See, usually common plant is the money plant. So we'll write down the answer. Yes, comma, we find a money plant. We find a money plant in our house. Full stop. It is a climber. It is a climber. So it will be found in neighborhood or inside the home. Okay. Now moving on to the fourth question. What is the function of a stem in a plant? Write down the answer, children. A stem performs the following functions. the following functions. Write down. First point, the stem and its branches. The stem and its branches hold leaves to get maximum sunlight. And why is the sunlight necessary, children? For the process of photosynthesis. Next point, it transports water. It transports water from roots to different parts of the plant. Different parts of the plant. Okay? Now write down the third point, children. It transports food from leaves to different parts of the plant. Full stop. Next point, it bears leaves, fruits and flowers. So these are the functions of the stem, the usual function in all the plants. Okay, so the other functions you can see in some plants, the stem will be modified to store food, like in case of potato, ginger. Okay, children. So now moving on to the fifth question, which of the following leaves have reticulate venation? So they are given few examples. We have to find out which has reticulate venation. The examples are wheat, tulsi, maize, grass, coriander and China rose. So write down the answer, children. Tulsi, China rose, and coriander. Okay. Next, sixth one. If a plant has fibrous root, what type of venation are its leaves likely to have? So if it is fibrous root, what did I say? What kind of venation they will have? Yes, they will have taproot system. They will have reticulate. They are asking about the venation. So we will write parallel venation. Write down as parallel venation. Next, seventh one. If a plant has reticulate venation, what kind of roots will it have? It will have taproot. Write down the answer, taproot. Eighth question. Is it possible for you to recognize the leaves without seeing them? If you can recognize, they are asking, how will you recognize? So there are two questions here, children. Okay. So write down the answer for the eighth one. We cannot exactly recognize the leaves the leaves without seeing them. Seeing them. Full stop. We may be able to have some idea by touching and smelling them. By touching and smelling them. So some idea we can get, but not exactly. We cannot recognize the leaves without seeing them. Okay children, now write down the 9th question. Write the names of the parts of a flower in sequence from outside to inside. So they have asked from outside to inside. In the sequence you have to write the parts of the flower. Okay, so write down the answer. The names of various parts of a flower from outside to inside, from outside to inside are, write down first, sepals, S-E-P-A-L-S. Second is petals, P-E-T-A-L-S. Third is stamens. Fourth is pistil or carpel. Okay, so this is the answer. Now, moving on to the 10th question. Which of the following plants have you seen? Of those that you have seen, which one have flowers? So they are asking, they have given a set of plant names. So whether you have seen that plant or no, you have to write here, and here you have to write whether those plants will have flower or no. So children, write down this table. Write down this table also. Copy this 10th question, children. Copy this 10th question. And write down this table neatly. Serial number, name of plant, whether seen, whether have flowers. So the first one is grass. So grass I have seen. So I am putting a tick mark. So whether it has flowers? No, it does not have flowers. So second one is maize. So all these things are usually the same plants. Maize, yes, I have seen. Whether it has flower? No. Next is wheat. Wheat also we have seen. Even this, no. Chili next. Chili is seen. It has flowers. Then comes the tomato. Tomato also you can put here. Seen. You have seen all these plants, right children? So put a tick here. And it bears flowers. Tomato. Then tulsi. Tulsi also bears small white purple flowers. Next is people plant. People plant I have seen, but it does not bear flower. Next is shisham. Shisham is nothing but the rosewood plant. Okay. So rosewood you can actually, whoever has seen, they must have seen the flowers in them. Okay. Next is banyan tree. So banyan tree, no flowers. Mango, yes, I have seen this, and it bears flowers. Even jamun and guava, because all are fruits, right? So fruits, how do we get fruits? From flowers only. Sorry children, this Maize and wheat also bears flour. Okay, write down yes here. Only then you can get the grains, right? So make these changes. The same table, we have few more questions here, few more plants. Write down 13th one, pomegranate. Okay, pomegranate, whether seen? Yes. Whether have flowers? Yes. Most of the plant will have the flower. Okay, children? Papaya also, you will have flowers. Again then, banana also. And banana flower is edible one. Lemon also will have flower. Again, the sugar cane. Okay, sugar cane now. 1 second, children. Okay, so sugar cane will not have the actual flower, children. So we'll just put a dash here. Then potato. Potato plant we have seen. Potato plant also bears flower. Okay, but that will not give rise to the fruit what we eat. Potato is a stem here. Okay, next is groundnut. Even the groundnut will bear, groundnut plant will bear flowers. Okay. Now coming to the 11th question here. Name the part of the plant which produces its food. Name this process. So which part of the plant prepares food? Leaves. So write down the answer. Leaves produce food. Leaves produce food for the plant. Full stop. This process is called, the process is called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Okay. Full stop. Next question. In which part of a flower you are likely to find the ovary? The answer is we find ovary in the pistil part. Write down. We find ovary in pistil. P-I-S-T-I-L. Full stop. It is the lowermost part. It is the lowermost part of the pistil. So where is the ovary situated? In the lowermost part of the pistil. Now children, write down the 13th question. Name two flowers each with joint and separate sepals. So the flowers with joint sepals are Datura and Bottle Gourd. Next, the flowers with separate sepals are Rose and Mustard. Okay children, that's all, and we have completed this chapter. Thank you.